What is happening, guys? Martin is back again. You know where we are, so let's get into it. So guys, it's getting to that time again. Need to get a shave, you know, cut my hair the other day, but now it's getting a little bit colder, so just quickly catching up with you guys in respect of the Zara fragrances, which are called the limited country edition. Now I know a lot of you guys have mentioned to me, I was aware of it, and in all honesty guys, the way it's sort of set up for me right now, I'm not necessarily going to the stores in the same way as I was before. A lot of purchases I'll do, I'll probably buy things online. At the same time, if I'm gonna buy something that I really know I want, I don't blind buy, but I'll make an effort to try and go to the store for that. Now these are fragrances, guys. They look really impressive. As a collection of fragrances, they look really impressive with the gold top at the cap at the top, with the atomizer, and obviously this sort of like long tube, which is saying they're all 80ml. Now in the UK, they're going for £16 or $15.99, which for me, in all honesty guys, again, the reason why I'm trying to stay away from Zara fragrances is because, again, I keep saying the same point. The issue is the longevity. The issue is the projection. Sillage isn't there. So for me, I don't mind reviewing the fragrances, but I'm just gonna say that, in all honesty guys, don't take so much of a focus just on these particular fragrances. This is just my advice to you. Don't focus too much on these particular fragrances. Have a awareness that there are other things out there, and you could spend your money on, I guarantee, other fragrances, get a lot more for your money. Maybe yes, you paid £50 in one go for a fragrance, but at the same time, you know, for these ones, you get what you pay for to some extent. There are some gems out there, don't get me wrong, and maybe this is sort of thing that I feel a lot of us are sort of looking for, this sort of hidden gem sort of thing like that. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to knock Zara fragrances too much. They've done a good job for what it is. And what I find so funny in the store today, when I went there as well today, guys, it was to the point where the guy in the store was even asking me about the fragrances. So I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely clear that once you start to get a nose for these fragrances, you can pick straight away what's going on. And obviously whoever's involved in the perfumery in Zara behind the scenes are making sure that they know what's going on out there anyway. So today guys, again, I've just got some cards. I've not purchased any one of the fragrances. Today I actually purchased Kilian's Angel Share, which to me guys, wow. Now I'm gonna do a different video on that one, but by all means guys, please go and check that one out if you can. At least get a sniff of it. Obviously, if you ever tried Kilian before, those guys are expensive. I understand that they're part of the Hennessy, you know, the actual drink itself, part of that brand, but it's like a side element of that. And ultimately, I mean, those bottles are going for about 50 ml are going for like £160 in the UK plus. So it's not cheap stuff. However, keeping it back to this. So today, guys, I've got Red Temptation, Rose Gourmand, Amber Fusion, Bois Soleil, and also I want to say Fleur, I believe it's called Fleur Sublime. Now, starting the ball rolling, I did try the smell of True Leather. Again, just having a look at this now, just have a quick look on there. You're saying that True Leather, according to the note breakdown, is that of bergamot Irish leather. Now for me guys, it smells to me like something else, but I wasn't personally convinced. It did have a leather note there, and to me it actually smelled, off the top of my head, from what I want to say, Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. Now I could be wrong, you guys let me know down below. I've not even looked on Fragrantica to check that. That's just what came to my nose. That Tuscan Leather smell is what came to my nose. The opening smelled a little bit more synthetic, but it's in the dry down when it started to take it to Tuscan Leather. Now I could be wrong, but that's just what came to my nose, the top of my head to my nose. You guys let me know. Now again, looking at the next one, Red Temptation. Red Temptation to me smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. Probably it's just not as, obviously it's not as developed, it's not as creamy, it's not as rich as that one with that sort of almond note and vanilla note in there. Again, issue for me on this one, £16. I don't necessarily need to spend that because I just feel at this point that I've got enough for the same type of fragrance. I think this one probably lasts, this Red Temptation might be slightly more developed than the Night Put On 5. But at the same time guys, £10 versus £16, I mean, that's that you have to decide on that one. Depends what you're going for guys. Baccarat Rouge 540 is not a cheap one. Again, it's like £200 for, I believe it's, want to say 70 ml or so. So it's not a cheap fragrance at all. Yeah, so Red Temptation guys, Baccarat Rouge 540, it's okay. Wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't spend £16 on that at this point for myself. Rose Gourmand. Let's have a look. Rose Gourmand. So Red Temptation, by the way, sorry, let's have a note breakdown. Note breakdown according to the website says it has saffron, amber and cedar, yeah. So that's where it goes. Baccarat Rouge 540, Rose Gourmand. I'm gonna say Mancera's Instant Crush. Rose, dry amber, vanilla. It's sweet, it's a blast of a sweetness, like a sugary sort of sweetness with this one. And again, if you smell it, it's like it's going along the line of as I say, slightly like a brown sugar sort of smell that I got in the opening. But again, it's rose notes in there. But I believe again, it just smells like similar to Baccarat Rouge 540, but slightly more of a floral note with the rose. And again, if it said it had saffron in there, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see again if it says that. Dry amber and vanilla. So it's okay, guys. Again, I would think this is probably more of a unisex scent rather than it's like slightly more than just a male only type of scent. But I get that Mancera sort of note with this amber in the base as well. It's okay. Again, the rose just gives it that floral note, which again just smells slightly feminine to me, but it's not a bad fragrance at all. Next one. Now I struggle with this one, guys. This is Amber Fusion. I really struggled to get anything from this one. I felt like this was more like a molecule sort of scent when I smelt it today. Didn't really pick up on anything to take away from it. Bergamot, dry amber and musk, and that's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. I can see the musk element now looking at that, but it's not one I personally would go and pick up as a standalone fragrance. This is probably more so probably like a layering fragrance, I would say. It's like a base layer if you're going to do it that way. It's not one, in my opinion, that you'd expect to rock and expect to get like beast mode performance. It's not that sort of fragrance, in my opinion, and that is the Amber Fusion. It's definitely something you could have if you want something very subtle. By all means, go and check that one out. But for me, it just doesn't really. Again, I like to smell my fragrances. I like to know what I'm smelling, and this is not one that I can particularly smell. I personally just don't think it would be enough for me to spend £16. In all honesty. On to the next one, and we have Bois Soleil. So Bois is Wood, Soleil, Sun. This is pleasant. It's pleasant. It's a nice fragrance. It's like a cool sort of cool breeze type of smell. If there was some sort of like, I want to say oxygen notes, if that's even a smell. Definitely some sort. Definitely, obviously, Bois woods. Definitely some woodsy notes in there. Could even be cedar. Maybe some lavender or something on there. Let's have a look. Let's see. Nutmeg, wood, and patchouli. So yeah. So the woodsy patchouli dirt sort of smell. Nutmeg in there. It's nice. It's not bad. It's not bad. It was a nice fragrance. I thought it could have actually been something which you could even, I don't want to say niche, but it could have been something that you think if this was done by a different house, you might take a different perspective on it. But I'm just giving you my honest opinion, guys. I don't want to get too complex in respect of the note breakdown, because it's not for like, if I don't like the smell, I'm just going to say I don't like the smell. It is okay. It's okay. Next one here is Fleur Sublime, I believe it's called. Fleur Sublime. I think this is the only one I actually considered purchasing, guys. This is the only one I considered purchasing, guys. And the reason why I didn't buy it is because I thought to myself, I'm buying a fragrance which I know is obviously a different type of caliber of fragrance today, and therefore I thought I'm not going to really want to spend additional bit of money on another fragrance. Fleur Sublime. So Sublime Flower, violet, floral notes, and musk. So that musk is coming out again. Probably could use this as a layering scent. But for me, guys, what I noticed about this one is that the opening is very sweet. That's what I picked up on. The floral opening note just smell quite sweet to me. It was one that I felt could be used in so many different ways. This is sort of maybe like one I would use probably like out the shower. It smelled fresh, it smelled vibrant, it smelled clean, and again with a floral note. It smelled, it could even have rose in here as well. It smells like, to me, this smells like a sociable sort of fresh out the shower type of smell. Very nice, guys. I like that one. But again, £16 just for me and my collection personally. I just don't want to spend my money on that particular one. But hey, guys, if you want to send me something to review, by all means send it to me. Let me know down below, and we can sort that out. So ultimately, guys, again, we reviewed Red Temptation, Rose Gourmand, Amber Fusion, Bois Soleil, and Fleur Sublime. And again, as I say, Tuscan leather I pick up on from the True Leather from Zara, but at the same time, in a way, you could say, is that probably one of the better ones to go to? If you want to, nothing wrong with it. I don't think anything is wrong with it. It's just that there's just levels to this fragrance game, guys, and I can see now that, again, I personally would want to check out some other high street stores. Yes, Zara seems to be leading it that way, but hey, if you're in the UK, there's Next as well, you know. Don't necessarily just rely on that. But out of all of them, which one would I go for? The Rose Gold Monde isn't bad, but I say this, I'm picking up like a Mancera's Instant Crush on that one. It's a nice one. Borderline even, Baccarat Rouge again is like a rose or something. I think it's been recently released. It smells, again, that prominent rose note in there. It's not a bad one at all. Amber Fusion I'd stay away from. As I say, that's a layering scent. I just wouldn't really pick up much from that one personally. Bois Soleil is okay if you like those woodsy, fougere type of smells. Barbershop type of smell, lavender sort of smell. And Sublime, Fleur Sublime was probably my slightly more favoured scent out of all of them I smelled today. That one's probably, as I say, more versatile for I probably would like that fresh, clean sort of scent. You could wear it with a suit, you could wear it in just a social environment. That to me does smell slightly unisex, but at the same time I think you could use it in different ways. So ultimately, guys, that was my quick first impressions of those particular fragrances. Again, I'm not going to purchase them at this particular moment in time because I've just got too many now, and it's to the point I just don't necessarily need them. But at the same time, guys, not knocking it. By all means, guys, have you tried out any of these fragrances? What do you think of it? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Please do not forget to comment and like, subscribe. And guys, I want to say as a final point, you're killing me on these likes. Like sometimes you can get like, I don't know, 400 people look at a video and you're only getting 10 people like the video, but 300 people have watched it, guys. So please help me out. You know, I'm trying to invest and improve the channel. And again, I want you guys to come with me along the way. Equally, guys, as I say, I can see that other reviews are releasing fragrances. And again, and I've seen some of your comments on the price point. Please let me know down below if you'd like me to do a video on that. I'm not going to knock any other YouTuber putting out their fragrances, but at the same time, you the people, obviously you're saying your points, and I do understand, you know, the perspective that you're coming from for something that maybe you've never smelled and you can't even necessarily go to a store to smell. It's a little bit of a difficult one, especially when it comes to a price point. But at the same time, the people who are producing these fragrances, they also have overheads. Sometimes the YouTubers as well, from what I can see, they're not necessarily they have an impact in the actual end result, but ultimately it's not necessarily off their back necessarily alone. They're working in connection with a company, and the company also, for manufacturing purposes, has to set a certain price for it to work in the first place and to be profitable, or there's no point at all. So anyway, guys, hopefully, as I say, I save you some time and some money. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe as you always do, and I do appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.